Edoardo Bertagnoli and his wife, Julia de Kreuzenberg. They started the business in 1870, when Trentino was still a part of Austria and Mezzocorona was called Deutschmetz. Their foresight and conviction in the quality of their product helped the family's later generations to become dedicated grappa makers, which in turn has led to the considerable expansion of the firm. At vintage time, the work is carried out in an atmosphere of quiet contentment. All anxieties concerning the weather and worries for the outcome of the year's work are forgotten. For the various distilleries, all now equipped with modern equipment, the hard work begins. After the grapes have been pressed to make wine, a fully mechanized procedure removes the stems and pips and collects the skins. Bertagnoli, these are sorted according to grape variety. White grape skins are placed in large tanks, covered with sheets and left to ferment for about 10 to 15 days. The black grape skins must wait a little longer before they're processed. After fermentation, the skins are placed in a hopper and pushed through a screw feeder into the heart of the distillery with its state-of-the-art equipment. Processing is carried out in 3 clearly defined islands, marked A, B and C. Each island consists of 2 cauldrons and 4 distillation columns, connected by a series of copper and steel pipes. Each cauldron can work independently of the others, and computers in the control room check each stage of the operation. After the screw feeder, the skins are collected and poured into cauldrons, where water is added. The cauldron has a double skin so that a high-temperature steam bath can circulate around its casing to gently heat the mixture. At the same time, a 4-blade mixer stirs constantly to ensure a uniform temperature. From the cauldron, the mixture is fed through to the bottom of the main distillation column, where another steam bath forces the liquid to rise inside the column as vapours and tiny liquid droplets. State-of-the-art steam generators provide all the energy and heat needed for this process. The vapour then condenses in the cooling column, where the head of the new grappa is drawn off through 2 valves operated automatically by a level float gauge. The entire contents of the cauldron are emptied before any more mixture is added. This batch method produces grappa of a very high quality by avoiding overheating the mixture. Even this apparently simple operation, which lasts only a few moments, is completely automatic. At this stage, all the waste is stored in large concrete tanks outside the building, where it's collected for use by oil mills for grapeseed oil and farmers as fertiliser. Throughout the bottling process, the department echoes with the endless chin-chin of rattling glass as bottles travel along the conveyor belt like a military column, first being washed and then filled before going to the corking machine. It's incredible to think that in 1870, all of this was carried out by hand. Checks are run throughout the labelling and sealing process to make sure that the lot number and year of production are printed correctly on each label. Finally, the bottles are packed and sealed with adhesive tape. Even this apparently simple operation, which lasts only a few moments, is completely automatic. All the supervisor has to do is press the start and end buttons. In any modern company, the office staff have an essential role. They deal with the day-to-day administration, production and customer service. At the helm is the Bertagnolli family, who take obvious pride in continuing in the footsteps of their famous ancestors. Let's meet Livia, and Beppe Bertagnolli. Here they're accompanying a group of visitors as they listen carefully to the enologist as he describes the entire distillation process. In a meeting room later in the day, a wine technologist highlights the different features of Bertagnolli Grappa to an audience of experts. He He's explaining how these features have allowed the company to meet the needs of an increasingly sophisticated and demanding market. Meanwhile, in the distillery's cellar, the special reserve grappa is left to age in oak casks called barriques to add their distinctive flavour to this unique product.
La vasta piana rotaliana, vocata da secoli alla coltivazione della vite e definita dal geografo Cesare Battisti il più bel giardino vitato d'Europa, può vantare da un suo vitigno autoctono la produzione del Teroldego, vino principe del Trentino, conosciuto e decantato attraverso i secoli da dotti e illustri personaggi. Situata alla confluenza del Noce con l'Adige, la zona gode di un microclima e di un terreno alluvionale di natura eterogenea che si prestano in modo ottimale alla viticoltura. Derivata dai residui della lavorazione dell'uva dopo un complesso procedimento che termina con la distillazione, la grappa è un'acquavite forte, un tempo non molto conosciuta, apprezzata e consumata per lo più dalla popolazione locale. Oggi la grappa, prodotta da vinacce selezionate dai diversi vitigni, da cui la rispettiva denominazione, si propone all'attenzione dei ristoratori e dei consumatori raffinati per qualità ed aroma come valida alternativa ai liquori e digestivi nazionali e stranieri. La distilleria Bertagnolli, situata nel cuore della piana rotaliana, conta una tradizione ultracentenaria nella produzione della grappa, che nella sua vasta gamma ha fatto conoscere ed apprezzare ben oltre i confini nazionali. Ne sono testimoni i numerosi attestati di merito e i riconoscimenti acquisiti nelle varie rassegne e concorsi nazionali ed internazionali. La sede della distilleria è una costruzione ben articolata, dove la funzionalità evidenzia nel campo la grande esperienza dei titolari, che hanno dotato gli impianti di moderne e sofisticate apparecchiature, ponendo la Bertagnolli all'avanguardia nel settore della distillazione della grappa. Il merito di questa attività va certamente ai fondatori della distilleria, i coniugi Edoardo Bertagnolli e Giulia de Kreuzenberg, che la iniziarono quando, nel 1870, il Trentino era ancora annesso all'Austria e Mezzocorona si chiamava Deutschmetz. La loro lungimiranza, sostenuta da un profondo credo nell'affermazione del prodotto, trasformò le future generazioni Bertagnolli in convinti grappaioli che perseguirono degnamente l'obiettivo dei fondatori sviluppando notevolmente l'azienda.